Hey y'all, welcome back. If you are new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. Here today, do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you when I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Just take the parts that resonate, leave the rest behind. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. I feel like something flipped. Yep. Alright, so take two. We're gonna go in with the triple deck, actually. These first two cards is crazy though. Because it kind of feels like somebody coming back towards you, somebody that you may have walked away from, kind of resurfacing, but this may be your energy. I see it two different ways. I do see it as somebody trying to hold on to you, but I also kind of feel like you're in a position of like being very held back. Like, I'm hearing do not pass go, do not collect $200. So there's a reference there to Monopoly. Collective, what are you working on? No, don't answer that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. And I'm saying that because I'm looking at this Nine of Pentacles. Don't answer that. Whatever you're working on, very quietly and diligently, keep it to yourself. I'm like, immediately I'm starting to get downloads. As soon as I started seeing these cards, I started getting a flood of information. So, and it's really funny because really all I have out here is Pentacles and this Eight of Cups in the reverse. I have all Pentacles out here. On this side, in the center, this feels like whatever you're doing, whatever you've been very diligently working towards in order to gain, like, one, the fruits of your labor are starting to materialize, and it's largely due to the fact that you've been very focused, very diligent towards, like, whatever the goal is, whatever that is for you, right? Remember the last reading, I said there was somebody who they were doing something, and the very first two cards that came out was like a loss of resources, bad luck. That's here. That's this over here. And I feel like whoever this person is, it's coming towards you. And it's funny because even though I don't have any energy out here as of yet that talks about the theft of intellectual property, I'm going back to this Nine of Pentacles because the energy that I immediately picked up when I first said, I was like, what are you working on? And I was like, no, don't tell me. Keep it to yourself. Because I think that this person that's coming back towards you, it's for the purpose of gain. Maybe not gain in the traditional sense, though. Okay. Maybe not gain in the traditional sense. Yes. Okay. There's something. Okay. And I know I went down the intellectual property road and I didn't really have any cards out here that stated that. Listen. They can't see what you're doing. This definitely feels like the energy of somebody who's been trying to, like, kind of, they got a bright idea to piggyback off of something that you were already doing by yourself. Whatever you've been able to manage, whatever you've been able to accomplish that has brought you some form of some type of financial stability, this is your idea. And if it's not your idea, it could literally be an idea that, you know, like, I'm hearing think tank. So say, you know, it's a group of people, we're all sitting down having a conversation and we're just shooting, you know, just shooting thoughts around, because that's what, you know, intelligent folks do sometimes. And you actually, like, there's something that sparks in you and you're like, oh wait, I actually can do this. I can do it and execute it. This energy over here feels really weird. Okay. But I feel like there's somebody here who's stressing over the fact that whatever you're doing is very guarded. It's protected. Yes, it is protected. So while I do have an energy of somebody, it's centered around something that you're doing, though. Something that you've been doing by yourself. You might even be self-taught, whatever this is. Like there's something here that you've learned on your own. And you worked really hard to perfect the craft, whatever this is that you've done. Whatever it is that you're doing, or whatever you've done, or whatever you've accomplished, whatever it is that you're pursuing, where the fruits of your labor are starting to materialize. You are in a protective stance because you are protecting what you've created. I do have the energy of somebody, like, taking the same idea and trying to rebrand it. But like I said months ago, I'm like, if somebody had been like playing in your energy or trying to take your ideas and market it as their own, or, you know, rebrand and make it, you know, make it their own or whatever, the quality of the work isn't there, because I don't think these people really took the time. It's like theirs came from, oh, like, look, the collective is, you know, making some money off of this. I could probably do it better. I think I did a reading like that months ago, where I was like, they thought that they could do whatever you do better than you. Because maybe you make it look easy. Maybe you make it look easy. You also work better alone. And when I say you are protective of your work, whatever it is, you're very protective of it. The idea, the concepts. I also have an energy out here of somebody who may have done work to try to, because this feels like shadow banding, like, because this is Mercury and Sagittarius. And for me, that Sag energy kind of, it's expanded by Jupiter, you know, it's an expanded energy where it reaches outward, right? And this almost feels as though there's something like placing a soft wedge between you and, say, your audience. Okay. Yeah, that, remember when I said, I was like, maybe you got people blocked too, because this feels like here where you're very quiet about whatever this is, and I feel like there is somebody watching you or trying to figure out what it is that you're doing. They're trying to figure out what it is that you're doing, and right now you're like laser focused on something. You're laser focused on something. That's interesting. Okay. This is so layered, because what it looks like is, like, here is you working on your own, working by yourself. I feel like you're very quiet about what you do and the process in which you work, right? Down here, though, it feels like, remember when I said up here this felt like shadow banning? This definitely feels like somebody doing something to minimize your opportunities. I'm choosing my words carefully because that's kind of the way that it's coming across. I'm getting images in my head, not this time it's images and not words. Somebody here was trying to minimize your opportunities. And over here I said shadow ban. But then, in essence, because this is a reap what you sow energy, they're kind of worried about this backlash on them, because if they're minimizing your opportunity, or their attempt is to minimize your opportunities, what it's really doing is minimizing theirs. I also like to think in terms of every single time my name is mentioned on the mouths of my hater, every single time y'all mention my name, I make money off of that. I just transmute the energy. Gossip is spell work. It's dirty work, but it's spell work. Every time you keep mentioning my name, I'm the one that's making the money. So, thank you. Now, this energy feels a little bit similar to the last reading, because this feels like somebody here is worried about you finding out some information, because this is both here learning some new information, and communicating about it, being disappointed in the information that you learn, because there is somebody here that has been, I don't know, trying to create some kind of air of confusion around you, but it feels as though it's becoming very clear to people, if other people are paying attention, that whatever it is that you're doing or building, that you have the capacity and the ability to do it on your own. Somebody here is worried about that. They're worried about that being discovered. I also have the energy out here of somebody maybe wanting to approach you, being a little bit concerned about whether or not you would. I mean, this could look like an empty apology. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of context around it. I could look at it like an empty apology, and somebody being worried about whether or not you'd even, entertain it. Or it also looks like an energy of somebody wanting to come toward you, trying to initiate a new cycle with you, but concerned that you may no longer feel the same about them. So you may be very guarded. There is someone, or at least a couple people, that are like watching you or investigating, looking you up on maybe social media, looking you up on the internet. I don't know if you do any kind of public speaking. I think there's also some concern about if people are looking you up, they may also be hearing your message, whatever it is that you're putting out. So they're concerned about that as well. Damn. Okay. So the person that may want to come towards you, don't know. I probably... I mean, honestly, I don't think you're gonna... You may be very guarded, like, in terms of, like, you've pretty much made up your mind who you're going to deal with and who you're not going to deal with, right? I think you also see whoever this is that you walked away from, definitely that mothering energy is out here. But I also have a distorted masculine out here as well. They're interchangeable. Obviously, I could be talking about a man or a woman, or I could be talking about both. Incidentally, these are counterparts, not from the same deck, but I do have counterparts out here. Okay, so there's a lot going on out here. I don't know. I see where there's a relationship that's come to an end. Okay. And somebody's having to like face that reality. But then here, it's like somebody wants to communicate. Bring in some clarity about the deception that's happening over here on this side. Oh. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, let's talk about the people. So, on this end, we're going to go from right to left, column by column. So on this side, I have somebody here who is really pissed off that you walked away from them. They're very pissed off. Definitely spreading misinformation, you know, lies and gossip, because obviously their ego is a little bit triggered at the fact that you have the nerve to walk away from them, right? But we only walk away from environments and situations that aren't emotionally fulfilling for us. So you're mad because you were emotionally unsupportive, and I recognize it and I chose to move away from it. Right? Here, there's somebody here who poorly invested in other options. This is someone who poorly invested in other options, and I feel like what they're recognizing is that you have, I heard clear purpose, whatever that means to you. I feel like this person is kind of seeing maybe like the error in their decision making, or the error in their, like, because here it feels very, on both sides, it feels like their actions, the things that they've done, it was, I heard, half-cocked. They took actions based on a half-cocked notion. You may also have, whoever you've walked away from, you may also have them blocked. Or you either have them blocked where they can't communicate with you. I see a lot of protection around that. You may have them blocked. For others, this could be like you walked away from them, but they don't actually have the means to come to you. This here feels like definitely somebody that's kind of, I feel like this is either somebody wanting to come in and communicate, or this definitely is somebody here who's kind of like looking into you, or looking into why, if you're like so super guarded, kind of looking into why that is. Like, when I say they're like looking into you, they're like looking on your social media, trying to get like clues. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. They're looking for clues. Because somebody's really trying to understand why you have moved. I heard clear to the other side of town. I don't even, whatever. It's like, that's what I heard. Clear to the other side of town. It's like, why did you move so far away from this distorted feminine energy? That's on this side. I do have somebody here who's been so overly, and then this section right here, whatever this is, whoever this person is, this is a mother figure, mothering figure. Remember, I ain't necessarily talking about your mama. And for all of y'all who like to put in the comments like, oh, you're not talking about my mother passed and blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry that your mother passed and I'm not talking about your mama. I'm talking about somebody's mama. I said not yours. It may not be your mother. Some mothering energy. Somebody who pretends to be a nurturer, who, walk and talk and act like somebody's mama. Not necessarily yours. Come on now. I need y'all to read between the lines. Okay, catch up with me here. Whoever this woman is, this woman has never actually been very loyal to your connection to her. So whether she is your mama, your grandmother, your aunt, your mother-in-law, a cousin, a sister, or whatever, whoever this woman is, she has never really been loyal to you. She's kind of been in and out of your life, very wishy-washy. The nature of the relationship could have had a lot of really confusing elements. Boundaries could have been a little blurry. But I will say, the relationship is done. This relationship is done. This whole section down here looks like somebody who was involved with somebody who they didn't even really love. Woo, baby. Okay. This one diagonal here feels like somebody being connected to someone for superficial reasons, for the look. Like, say if somebody here got married because it's counterparts. So even though I got these counterparts out here, I just feel like there's like a lot of betrayal in between the two. So there's a lot of betrayal here. There's this in and out, I don't love you. And like maybe it was sex, and I feel like there was somebody here trying to hold on to this connection, even though they didn't really. I really feel like whoever this is holding on to connection, don't even really love them. Again, it's like this in and out energy, very player like. Again, they may have been holding on to this relationship, whatever, was not, I don't get love here. I don't feel love in this sector. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is for you. I don't know if this is even you or if this is somebody connected to you. But here it looks like a relationship, and between them, between these counterparts, they're both distorted, but between the counterparts, these are two people that were very, I think they both had options with, they both may have had other options. But whatever was between them was largely revolving around sex. And then I do see somebody here trying to hold on. I don't know, this is very weird. Like this, it's like holding on to a relationship or holding on to this dynamic for some sense of stability. But there's no love here. There's no love. I don't know what this is. That seemed like a whole separate thing. All right. I'm like kind of tracing it back on. Let me go on this side. Okay, so here's learning that she's blocked. Oh yeah, and then on this side, whoever this woman is connected to, however she's connected to you, this is almost like the discovery that she's blocked. It's almost like if your connection is to this feminine energy, this almost feels like the discovery that she's blocked, and now the realization, the fact that she had spent majority of her time being kind of focused outside of your relationship with her, like she had been non-committal to you, not, very in and out. This is like, okay, this is very confusing for me. So we talked about the couple over here. She was with this man. I don't even think they loved each other. They may not have loved each other. I don't get that impression. At least one of them don't love the other. Okay? For me, it looks like it was just sex. On this side, this feels like this woman is discovering if her connection to you, like if this is you creating the blockage, this for me is you walking away. So if this is like her discovery that upon your exit, you also blocked her. And then she's kind of worried here, like, oh shit, because she's recognizing that all the other people that she may have been, you know, focusing on outside of your relationship with her, like maybe those people have kind of fallen by the wayside or whatever. But she's recognizing here where she should have held on or worked with you versus choosing the other people. I don't, like, child, I don't know who this is for you. There's a lot going on. And I think I remember reading in one of the comments, like the readings where I'm really struggling to read, like it's a lot out here. And the story feels a little off for me. But those are the ones that make the most sense for them, or that resonate really for them. Child, these last several readings for me for the last few months have been crazy. So the fact that y'all chime in the comments are like, oh my God, that's so on point. That's my life, child. I'm like, I don't know what I'm reading. I feel like Spirit's like, okay, we're going to take you out of the usual room that you're in, and we're going to put you in this other room. We want you to tell the story in a different way. It's weird. And it's funny because in the past, when the readings would do all kind of weird things, I would just turn the videos off and stop. But lately, I've just been pressing forward just to keep going and telling the story. I don't know who it resonates for or how it resonates. If it even makes sense. Because I'm trying to read like all of the elements, because there are a lot of elements out here. Damn. Now this line, I just saw something different that I hadn't considered before. But this almost feels like, just this one line, it feels like the truth coming out about maybe why you would have walked away from this person. And then somebody discovering that you're far more stable. Ooh, child, you are far more, you are now, wow, that you're in a different, like a different level of stability since departing from whatever this is that you've walked away from. Wow. And not only that, that you're not motivated to engage with anything, like literally, especially if it's from your family, if this is a family dynamic or has anything to do with your family, you ain't motivated to move towards it in any way. You are not moving towards it in any way. Remember when I said down here, like whatever it is that you're working on, or whatever you do, or whatever you've been doing it, however you manage to get to this Nine of Pentacles energy, whatever you've been doing to get to that point of stability, you've been doing it by yourself. You've done it by yourself. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to read it in both ways. Look at that. There's that Ace of Pentacles. Okay, hold on. I'm like, now we got to the Ace of Pentacles, because the Ace of Pentacles literally is here next to this mother energy. And here's the truth about it. So here's like learning the truth about this potential windfall. It could be an inheritance. It could be a new opportunity. But definitely there's somebody here that's been trying to prevent you from getting it, or from it getting to you. And this woman is terribly unhappy and concerned about this truth coming out, or this truth getting to you, reaching your ears, because she also realizes that if that information comes out, whatever this is being hidden or you've been blocked from it, you will for sure walk away and be done. For sure. Seven of Swords over here in the reverse with this Eight of Cups, they're all connected. Because here's the truth. Here's the lie. The truth coming out about whatever has been hidden. She's not happy about it. She's definitely dealing with some sleepless nights over it. Because it almost comes across like, if this is a family dynamic, it almost comes across like, if this information is discovered, how is everybody else going to be looking at her? Like, I don't even have the Judgment card out here, but it's almost, there's an energy here of like, she's a little bit concerned about, because I said in the last reading, I think this person has like an abandonment issue. Because for sure, when this information gets out, folks is going to be moving away quickly. They're going to be like, oh, hell no, I don't want to be associated with that. Yep. Here's somebody trying to figure out, like looking into, trying to figure out how or why this situation with a family dynamic came to an end. And maybe even discovering that this person has been blocked or whatever. And then they're worried. Yeah, it all trails back to this, back to your abundance and stability. I don't know, it really does reek of, when I said reap what you sow, it feels very much like the things that they may have wanted for you have been systematically happening to them in like really weird ways. I want to say like weird and unexpected ways. Because I think this person, like I said, they were under your protection, your umbrella of protection. But when you remove yourself, they lost that protection. So this feels to me like the realization of, oh shit, I don't have that coverage anymore. I'm not very happy. I done spent all this time focusing on everything but my own shit. Now I'm in a position where my life is upside down. Meanwhile, the collective is over here abundant and not fucking with me. You know what I mean? And they're pissed. Very angry about it. Wow. So remember at the very top of the reading where I was like, I didn't necessarily have energy out here of like intellectual property, but I could feel like we're kind of going along that line, because top right corner, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, bottom left corner, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels like whoever this person is, whatever, they got like, literally somebody got a bright idea, but they weren't actually committed to it. Like the reason why your shit is blossoming and it's rooted is because you actually took the time to learn the skill to do whatever it is that you do, right? This whole row looks like somebody who got a bright idea. They weren't really that into it, especially if this is somebody who you're trying to, because this feels like a lack of intuition, lack of know-how, a lack of intuition, not using their brain. Like this is just weird shit. Coming across like I know something, but I don't really know nothing about it. And then being like, nah, I don't really have the motivation to do it, so I'm gonna put out some substandard work. But that substandard, subpar work, and then up here being like, well, I'm gonna, like, this is what I'm doing, and here's the work that I'm putting out. It's bullshit, and I don't want anybody else to recognize that it's bullshit. But I'm gonna stand 10 toes down and defend my shit, because, you know, my shit is better than the collective shit. But then other people realizing or recognizing that you really are the truth, and this person not so much. There's a lot going on out here. Ooh, and this row right here. Now, if this is your mother, a mother figure, mother energy, whoever this is, you got blocked. I do feel like somebody here is watching you or attempting to watch you on social media, looking into you on the internet. Now, if this is somebody that you're estranged from in your family, they may want to come towards you. Again, I'm going to keep on saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. Even if this person wanted to call themselves wanting to be a part of your life, and even wanting to come to you with, let's try again or whatever, number one, you're probably going to reject it. And number two, the only reason why they're even approaching you is because they've discovered that you are in a stable space now. You are in a much more stable space than you ever have been. It goes without saying, if you're not in a stable space right now, this part is not for you. Okay? Yeah, see, I don't like this. Yes, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if you have somebody trying to, oh yeah, see, even down here from the bottom of the deck, it would not, because it's a lie. I knew it. I knew it. I love it. Okay. So far I've seen it 3 times just in this last row and from the bottom of the deck. If this person, if you have somebody from your family that tries to approach you with an apology of some sort, or let's try again, I don't want to fight, or whatever, let's try to kumbaya, I want you to be very clear. I want you to hear me clearly. The main reason why this person or these people are trying to come back or infiltrate is the word that I heard. Infiltrate your little bubble is because they see that you are coming up and they are on the outside and they want in. They want a part or a cut of whatever I don't know. It's like weird. Like they're trying to stake claim onto something that belongs to you or something that you've done or created. It's like, imagine going viral, becoming extra famous, and then all of a sudden you got people from your family creeping out of the woodworks wanting to ride your coattail going towards fame and success. Okay? Like, I don't know what you do. I don't even know if you're famous or trying to be famous. That's even the goal. Because I don't even really have that. I just feel like there's a level of financial success and stability that you are, like, that energy is on you right now. So if you're not there yet, you're really close, okay? Keep doing whatever it is that you're doing. But the only reason why these folks are rushing in is because they feel like being connected to you gives them more options. Child, being connected to you don't give them shit. It gives you more options. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why these people are trying to come back around and like, oh, I don't want to be in conflict with you. I don't want to fight. I'm so sad and blah, blah. They're not even really fucking committed to being in the relationship with you. They may have even rejected you in the past. So my whole thing is, don't come back here now that I'm doing well. But when I was down, you certainly weren't around to help me. And then when I come down here from the bottom of the deck, like, oh, let's, again, let's, I want to apologize and let's, I want to move past the drama or whatever. But again, it would be a poor investment of your time even coming near them or allowing them into your life, because one, you don't have any fond memories of the past that you did share with them. That's mainly the reason why you walked away in the first place. Maintain your boundaries and focus on the things that you want to focus on, not these people. All right. somebody here could be going through dark night of the soul. Somebody here may be going through dark night of the soul, and it's almost like, what's that movie that wasn't Sandra Bullock in that movie, Bird Box? And you remember the memes where you was like, somebody was like trying to hold up. It's literally like God is trying to open this person's eyes, kind of to like show them the error of their ways, because they are experiencing some fucking horrid shit right now. They're literally in the middle of a nightmare. Whoever this person is, they were never actually committed to your relationship. And if you are somebody who is more, spiritual than religious, I almost feel like this person was trying to make some kind of weird ass example out of you. Funny thing is, whatever they've been trying to send to you has been going right back to them. And if they paid a practitioner or if they paid somebody to do some juju on you or some shit, all it's doing is going right back to them. It's like somebody being woken up and made to sit in their own shit, literally. Alone. Somebody's going through dark night of the soul, and they doing it alone. Listen, somebody came, okay. And they were unsuccessful. They've been they've been gunning for you, and they've been unsuccessful because you're protected. You're protected, and they see that now. They see that their attempts to kind of slow you down or stop you or put an end to whatever you're doing, or to have people look at you crazy or whatever, what people actually see, and this is what's fucking this person up. What people can actually see, they see you in your Empress High Priestess energy. Male or female, doesn't matter. They see you in your Empress High Priestess energy. And folks are paid. This is like, you gotta be stupid as hell not to actually be able to sit back and pay attention to the way people's lives are going. Because if you over here looking at me, even if you're digging into me and looking into my life, you'll see I'm doing just fine. You're looking into my collective, we're doing just fine. Look at our ops, who we consider our ops. Look at our families. See how those folks are doing. Somebody here is they're going through dark night of the soul. I got the Tower out here, the Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, Judgment, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Child, somebody is going through it. Intuitively, you may already be aware of it. Mind your business. Child. It's karma for whatever this is, this bullshit that they did, they coming up against you. That's what it is. It's karma. That whatever is happening to them right now is karma for whatever they've been doing to you. Look at that. Especially if somebody was here trying to destiny swap. Justice. Boop. Whatever they've been doing to come up against you is not working. They are learning that right now. Somebody is getting their shit rocked. They are getting held up. They can't escape it. They can't get away from it. Oh yes. Oh yes. And if they pay the practitioner, baby, they're getting all the sun. Oh yes. Now people can actually see. They see, and I don't know how they see you. The star. You could be on a public platform. You could be visible. I'm like, I don't know how they see you. The sun and the star. They see you. Justice in the upright. Magician in the upright. You are the alchemist. You are the true alchemist. Whatever energy they've been throwing at you, you've just been alchemizing it and turning it into fuel. And right here feels very much, I have the Empress in the upright and the Empress in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse appear and the sun down here. Definitely gives me like destiny swapping type energy. This is somebody here who's trying to be you. If you're divine feminine, divine masculine, swap the roles. It could be this could be the Emperor. It easily could be the Emperor. But this definitely feels like it being seen. That something is being illuminated. And that illumination is fucking this person up. And haha. Yep. This person's been doing like this particular deck has two full cards. One is a woman and one is a man. Characters on the card. I also have the energy here too of somebody trying to come up against a couple. Because it feels like somebody here was trying to break up and I don't even mean like, it doesn't have to be like a couple. Could be. But I also have the energy here of somebody trying to cast juju over a couple. But it was unsuccessful and they're getting karma for it. This is like the illumination of moon magic this is like the illumination of moon magic here. They may have even tried to do some shit on the during the eclipse. Now that's some idiotic shit, because I would never try to perform magic during an eclipse because the energy is too volatile. You should never manifest during eclipses. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. You should never try to manifest during eclipses because the energy is too volatile. It's too volatile. It's too unpredictable. And just this energy down here, if somebody paid a practitioner, they could be going through it. The practitioner may also be going through it. But they foolishly came after a true alchemist. They foolishly came after like an earth angel. You know what I'm saying? And they're getting justice for exactly what they've done. Whatever they've done, what's happening to them right now is justice. It is justice. Okay. Oh yeah, someone's very unhappy. Very, 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 very unhappy. They're unhappy because they can't keep doing whatever it is that they're doing. And they're beginning to see very clearly that what they're experiencing is karma for whatever they've done to you. This gives me the energy of somebody who believes that because they're like literally the Yeah, they think that because the like karma's whooping their ass, this feels like somebody who thinks if they come in and apologize to you that it would, I think I've talked about this before, it would like absolve the sin, whatever they've done. Like they think if they can come to you and maybe apologize, whatever's happening to them, maybe it'll stop. No, it won't. Yeah, the thing is that the circumstances that they're dealing with right now are a result of the circumstances that they're dealing with now are a direct reflection of who they are, and it's kind of like a byproduct of their, it's a lot. It feels like I heard boomerang manifestation. I don't even know what that means. Well, I mean, I do, but it's like boomerang manifestation. They were manifesting something for you and it just, you know, it came back and punched them in the gut, and they got to stand down. They never thought that you would actually walk away from this relationship or walk away from the family dynamic. They never thought that you would walk away. And whoever these people are, they probably had you jumping through all kind of hoops in order to stay connected to them. And now you're recognized. This could either be you recognizing that these folks have never been loyal. I just heard that Chris Brown song, "These hoes ain't loyal." Like, I could literally hear that in my head. And they don't really have much of a choice but to just, I feel like they don't really have much of a choice but to just go with the flow. They may be unhappy with the circumstances and they may be losing resources, but there ain't nothing, there's nothing that can be done here. There ain't nothing they could do. And the whole thing is you were never aligned to be near them anyway. Because the longer you, I feel like when you were around them, it caused you internal disharmony. And so you had to make a decision. Because you knew if you didn't walk away, nothing in the environment was ever going to change. So you stopped giving to it. You said, I don't want to do this anymore. If there's a mess laying around there, I'm not here to clean it up. Not for you, baby. Boop. So there's that. Transformation or karma. Uh-oh. Look at that. Happiness and good fortune. This is like 10 of Cups energy. Woo! False friend or traitor. Someone will betray you. Examine your relationships closely. Someone maybe try to interfere with a marriage or interfere with a love affair. Then we have misfortune and failure. Fake friends involved. Danger. Somebody may be a bachelor or an old maid. Somebody is a picky person. Too fussy to choose a partner. Siblings may be involved, or somebody may be going on a short trip. Partnership, success with mutual goals. Somebody could be attending an event, a celebration party, or a wedding. Somebody may be getting some bad news about an illness or a loss, a death, or a miscarriage. We have a materialistic bitter rival, an abusive masculine energy. Somebody who pretends to be a provider or acts as a provider. We have somebody who may be a wife or appears to be a wife, could be a sister or a friend involved. Wait. Yeah. There may be a letter or a package or an important message. Then we have prosperity, long friendship, pride in family, success with children. Oh, I did see this card flip. We have a cruel woman. A cruel woman in a relationship or marriage. Could be this woman where we talked about there was a distorted feminine and a distorted masculine energy. They could have been married to each other, but it was just for sex, I think. Bad luck. Some others you can't count on. Let down by others. Separation or divorce, lawsuit or legal action, disputes or quarrels. Minor misfortunes, short illness, temporary setback. Hard work with no profit, discouragement, much planning with little results. Sex and death. Trusted woman. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. A Leo, a Taurus, maybe a Libra, or a Pisces, or a Cancer. Could also be dealing with a Capricorn. Somebody could be a gambler. We got a selfish person, somebody who brings bad news. Important message. So you have somebody here who may be bringing the bad news, and it's cornered up here with misfortune or failure. So somebody could be bringing the bad news about misfortune or failure as it relates to prosperity, maybe. Oh shit. No, I'm not taking all of those. Indecisiveness, inability to make decisions, making and breaking plans. Greed, the devil. Money is a driving force. Hectic life, unable to rest. Somebody may get married, have a marriage late in life. An unwise decision, a decision made in haste. So somebody maybe gotten married late in life, but it was a decision made in haste. Three cards. Whoop. Success in business or love after hard work. Somebody acted foolishly or is a fool. There we go. Ooh. Sorrow and quarrels. Avoid fights with friends. Let them win. Okay. Let's see. That, okay, I'm gonna reshuffle that because the murder card came out again. If it comes out again, then we'll take it. But I'm like, I just used that card. Okay. If it comes out again, then we'll take it. Astral experiences, between lives, post-life review, out-of-body experience, near-death experience. I don't know if you had a near-death experience. I know I have had a couple of them. Rural living. Farmer, a woodsman, a hunter, a peasant. Ooh. Loss of a loved one to death, abandonment, war, or an unexplained disappearance. So maybe it was maybe your departure was an unexplained disappearance. Uh-oh. Torture. You could have been a victim of torture. It could be an informer or a witness. Or there could be witnesses to torture. Or somebody could be a witness to your victimization. Brainwashing. Damn. Political, religious, social, or other. Childhood trauma, abused, abandoned, orphaned, kidnapped, or sold. Ritual sacrifice, a ritual priest, cannibal, a human sacrifice, or headhunter. Damn. Children, fertility, loss, infertility, and illegitimacy. Okay. Ice disaster, ice age, hail, blizzard, or hypothermia. I don't live in areas that I have issues like that, but maybe you do. Maybe you lost a loved one during an ice disaster. Devil, dark magic, possessed, cursed, and exorcist. Oh shit, we'll take everything that jumped. Insanity, delusions, mania, hallucinations, and hysteria. Wisdom keeper, wise person, enlightened, well-informed, wounded healer. Peacemaker, diplomat, mediator, pacifist, or other. Somebody may have an obsession, obsessive love, jealousy, obsessive lover, or other. Communications, messenger, writer, scribe, or publisher. Government, advisor, governor, court, or deposer. Defender, interesting. Knight, mercenary, bodyguard, or special intelligence. Sexual assault, victim, witness, a bystander, or a perpetrator. Damn, let me get two more. A water disaster. So we have an ice disaster and a water disaster. Flood, tsunami, tropical storm, lost at sea, or drowned. I'm like, I feel some kind of way because I had a boating accident when I was in high school, and now I got into a boating accident when I was in the 10th grade, and typically I don't do anything larger than a bathtub right now because, yeah, drowning is hard work. Wild West. This kind of reminds me of this peasant card up here. So we have indigenous person, cowboy, or a settler. Injustice, a victim, a perpetrator, injustice overturned, or payback or revenge. Okay. Now I'm just giving y'all messages. Take what's yours. Okay. Take these three. Conflict is escalating and resolutions seem out of reach. Avoid emotional reactions and seek peaceful solutions. Creative blocks may be preventing progress, or the routine of your job is stifling your ability to innovate. And over-sacrificing may lead to loss of self. It's time to reevaluate the boundaries in a relationship. Alright, let's do some truth cards and then I'm going to wrap. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you're aware of any new videos that I upload. Ooh. Love beginning and hidden agenda. Be careful. Positive energy. Fire ignited. texting you. 1818 or 818 may be significant synchronicities. Trust. Walk it off. Financial improvements. Deep feelings. Family issues. Desires reconnection. New home. Reflect. 424 24 24 1818. The time is now. Commitment coming. 222. The long haul. Honesty. Time for play. Feeling alone. More to come. Better perspective. If you have a question, the answer is maybe. Relationship improvements. And if you have a question, the answer may also be yes. Bottom of the deck, more to be revealed. Alright, so let's look at the dates. I have January the 2nd, January the 7th, January the 22nd, February the 4th, February the 7th, February the 15th, February the 11th, February the 16th, February the 21st, 22nd, and 24th, February the 15th, February the 18th. March the 4th, March the 10th, March the 15th, March the 21st, March the 24th, April the 2nd, April the 8th, April the 10th, April the 15th, the 16th, April 20th, April 18th, April the... Damn, I got a lot of dates in April. Okay, hold on. Let's start over. On this side, I have April the 2nd, April the 8th, April the 10th, April the 15th, twice, April the 16th, the 18th, the 20th, April the 3rd, the 21st, April 18th, I have it out here 3 times, and April the 24th. I have no dates in May. I have no dates in June. I have July the 1st. July 2nd is out here twice. July 11th. July 22nd. 722 711 1122 222. August the 4th is out here twice. August the 10th. August the 15th. August the 18th. No dates in September or October. I have November the 2nd, November the 7th, November the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, November the 18th. And no dates in December. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonated for you, gave you clarity or confirmation over your own story, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm and get in front of the eyes that need to see us the most. If you'd like to book a personal, more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. My books are always open, and I invite you to join me for a session. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the likes, shares, subscribes, the tips, the donations, the super thanks, the new bookings from new clients. I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming here and viewing the content and engaging, joining for the live premieres. I love engaging with all of y'all. And don't forget, if you won the giveaway, I have reached out to you. I need you guys to get back to me. So make sure if you commented to go back and check your comment on the video to see if you won the giveaway. One person did reach out in the comments but didn't actually send me the email, so don't forget to email me and let me know. Give me your email address so we can get you on the books for the schedule for the next couple of weeks. Because I only have a few more openings left for this month. But we're kind of moving into October already because my schedule is starting to get a little weird. Okay, so yeah, there's that. Anywho, I love you guys. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.